So this is our old shower head that is now starting to fall apart. We've had this thing in here for years. As you notice, I've added some additional piping on here just because the wall height up here is about 9 feet tall, and 9 feet is just a little too much for us to get a proper shower. So anyway, we're upgrading a little bit. We're going with a different shower head. We decided to go with a Rainfall shower head. This should be over the top of us. And then this is going to be an arm that comes out of the back that's going to be lower so that we can use it how we need. So that, and we also got a new shower caddy that's going to have some shampoos and soaps in it that we're going to mount on the wall. I took everything out of here as far as our old shower caddy had started to fall apart, and I'm going to remove this now. So here we go. All right, I removed the old system. I did have some water trapped in it. Of course, you got to make sure it doesn't get you in the face. And removed some of the old plumber's tape that was around the screw. Went ahead and took off the other little basket that was right here and kind of cleaned behind it. It's good to start with a clean slate. So anyway, off to the instructions we go. Okay, so I've got everything connected. I had to do something a little different here because this is so high up. I had to take off the old extension that I had on the old one and put it here. That way at least the shower head would come somewhat towards the middle. You can see like this is sort of the middle because we have the step there. We can't stand that far over. But it also tilts. We can rotate it and tilt it. So that should be fine. But it's time to give it a test to see that it works. So wish me luck. Alright, so we've done multiple things with the head and it kept leaking. We couldn't get the thing to turn so that the sprayer would work without having to reach way up there where the little connector was. I used the existing arm that I had to extend this further. That way at least it would be over the drain, so it's kind of in the middle. I'm still leaking water, so I gotta undo some stuff and put more plumber's tape. I would still like to figure out how to get the sprayer to work, but I don't exactly know how to get that to work where it's reachable. My wife is not exactly tall enough to reach it, so I don't know. I'm gonna look for creative solutions. But for now, I'm gonna think on it. Yeah, sometimes you just need to think on it. Alright, this is what I've come up with. I took the PVC connector that I had on the previous one and I connected it straight to the pipe out of the wall since it is so high up there. Again, I'm 5'8". If I reach my hand up all the way, I can barely touch the pipe. So that's got to be, what, 8 foot-ish? So the pipe helps lower it down. Then I got the connecting arm here that's going to lower it down to where I've got this adjustable piece. I had it done the other way, and my wife could not reach this piece. This is the piece that lets it rotate between coming out of this head and coming out of this head. If I lower it straight down, she can now reach this, and then I've got the other articulating arm that came with the old shower head. I've got it up here where this can rotate, and if we want to have it like a rain shower, we can always adjust the arm and move it out a little further, but this kind of works for her and me. This is still above my head. It's actually higher than the old one used to be whenever I get up underneath it. But we went ahead and figured out the mounting and the connectors to have the shower handle over here. This is just a sticker on the back of this, but it angles. So like if you wanted to have it in a fixed place and adjust it, you can. I can tell you that I did this wrong to start with. I had this hose connected the wrong direction, which you wouldn't think would be a big deal except for the fact that this has a holster for the nozzle to fit in, and it has to have this graduated type end on it. I had it the other way, and this is just a bolt. Well, the bolt part actually needs to go into the main mechanism for the valve, and then the other part fits on here so that it slides in like it's supposed to. So anyway, we're going to call this project done. I have turned it on. Nothing leaks now. I did have to take a pair of adjustable pliers and tighten this bolt down a good bit because water was dripping out in between this connector. If any water is going to come out, that seems to be where it's going to come out. Everything else here is done really well. I put extra plumber's tape everywhere and made sure everything was good and tight. I tried like everything I could to make sure that the adjustable part was away from everything else, so it wouldn't be bumping into things as we're trying to adjust it. But I think this is going to do the trick. So yeah, we're going to call this project done. Thanks for watching. If you're doing this project yourself, not every shower is the same. It's going to take a little bit of adjusting as you go to learn what's going to work for you. But just be patient. If you have to walk away from it, do. I walked away from this yesterday and came back, and this is what I've come up with today. So just be patient. Try again. You know, if you need suggestions or any kind of stuff like that on YouTube, reach out to folks who've done it and say, hey, what do you think? And ultimately, it's up to you, but you can get some good information from people. So there we go. We're going to call this done.